Let's do the NFC North next. Christian, all you.
I mean, I hate to do it, but somebody has to go in the fourth slot,
Yeah.
and it's the Chicago Bears.
No, no. Yeah.
Maybe I think they'll struggle. I saw Ben Johnson on First Things First, and he did an interview, short, quick interview, and I think he talked to. I mean, he wasn't like shitting on his team, but he was like, "We got a lot of work to do. Caleb has a lot of work to do, and stuff like that." So, um, I think it's just coach speak and all that, but I think they might struggle early. Caleb getting used to this system, complicated motions and all that jazz. And defensively, I think they'll be fine. They'll be okay. Um, but then they'll probably like pop later in the year, but I think it'll be too little, too late. So I
Yeah.
got the Bears at 4. And this division not well, obviously not making playoffs. Vikings third. I think. I mean, Kevin O'Connell hasn't had a bad season yet with quarterback, so I think JJ is gonna have a great season. But this is his rookie season. I don't think this defense is gonna have great success like it did last year, but I still think it'll be a pretty solid unit. So I got the Vikings third, missing the playoffs, probably just barely. They'll be trying to do a playoff push.
Cool.
All right, Packers second. I know we had a not an argument, but little Packers I know have
We were
Super
yelling
Bowl
at each other.
predictions. Screaming at each other.
Screaming at each other about the Packers.
I think this team does have you don't make this move to trade for Micah Parsons and pay him all this money if you don't think you are close to getting the Super Bowl. But the biggest factor, Jordan Love. I don't know what I'm gonna get. They did get a first round pick receiver, so hopefully they finally have a number one. That defense should be good at stop rushing the passer now with Micah there. And then so I'll have the Packers here too, but just Jordan Love, can he be consistent and stop turning the ball over? Stop
Okay.
doing that, please.
Bet.
And I got the Lions repeating. Oh, and the Packers
Nice.
making the playoffs as well. Forgot to add
Okay.
that.
Okay.
And then number 1, Lions. Yeah, I like the Lions. Dan Campbell. I think they'll be solid. Aiden Hutchinson coming back. That defense, they shouldn't have all of these defensive injuries, so that unit will be good, and I think it will return back to form. And then, I mean, they still got Jared Goff. They still have Jameer Gibbs. They have Montgomery, Amon-Ra St. Brown. I think Jameson Williams. He's been probably one of the best. That's a great Batman Robin combo there. So I still think that offense is going to be good. Panay Sewell, that offensive line. I know Frank right now retired, but I still think that offensive line is still going to be a top unit. So that's my order. Lions winning this division once again.
Honestly, again, not too much of a gripe, but I do have some kind of crazy stuff about this division for me personally. So my fourth place team, I'm right there with you. I have the Chicago Bears.
Okay. I was curious for you.
Even if the Bears pop, I'm looking at this roster and I'm like, y'all still have the weakest roster in this division. And that's saying something. Like, the Bears roster is really good. Like, there's a lot of divisions I think they would, if the Bears were in the NFC East, there's a real argument they're finishing second place in that division.
Yeah.
But it's just the gap. Like, there's just so many loaded rosters in this division. It's just hard. So I have them finishing fourth, but no slack, no shame against it. It's just somebody got to finish.
Somebody got to finish fourth. I got to put somebody put there.
Third place.
Packers.
I have the Packers. And I have the Packers missing the playoffs.
Of course.
I just this defense scares the what out of me. I mean, they got
a lot of turnovers last year.
I mean, Rashawn Gary is awesome, obviously. Micah Parsons is phenomenal. Quay Walker really is coming into his own these past couple seasons, and Edge Cooper is going into year 2. Edge Cooper and Micah Parsons, that just sounds like unfair. I mean, and then of course you have Xavier McKinney back there chilling. He was sneaky defensive player of the year candidate. Like, this defense is loaded, and I like Matt LaFleur. I think they can run the ball. They have a good offensive line, but we're putting a lot into Matthew Golden being a number one as a rookie And I don't trust Jordan Love. I just don't. And I look at this schedule and I just say this is too hard. It's a hard schedule. It's a lot of tough games here. A lot of games I think they might lose. I think they're going to lose week 1 to the Lions. It's just tough. I mean, they went 1-5 in division last year. So I have the Packers third.
They gotta improve there.
Vikings, my sleeper team, I have them second. I have them making the playoffs.
Of course.
Big questions, obviously. J.J. McCarthy, can he do it? And if J.J. McCarthy, to me, can just play average, I think this team's walking into 10 wins. So I'm pretty confident in them. I don't think they'll be this 13-4 juggernaut they were last year.
No.
I think this defense will take a little bit of a step back. They did lose some personnel. And as you talked about at depth when we talked about this team, you can kind of figure out that scheme that Brian Flores is playing with. It's easier to combat it. So I think they will step back in some areas, but I still think 10 wins is very much on the board. This team is just very, very stacked. And then the Lions, I'm with you. I have them repeating. If you had told me a month ago that I was going to be standing here picking the Detroit Lions to win this division again, I would have said you were crazy. Because I genuinely thought going into this they were probably going to miss the playoffs. Like they were like my secret sleeper regress team. And here I am picking them probably to win 11 games, win the division again. I think they are just still the best team in this division, even with some new coordinators. So I still love the Lions, and I'm riding with them. So Lions are winning this division. So I'm sending Lions and Vikings out of this division to the playoffs. It sounds like you're only sending – you're sending the Lions and the Packers.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.